The Earth's mighty oceans are even more mysterious than outer space. While water covers most of our planet, an incredible 95% of the oceans remain uncharted. Believe it or not, we know more about Mars than we do about the deep, shadowy realms of our seas. And with this uncharted territory comes some of the most baffling puzzles. From underwater pyramids to creepy deep-sea sounds, let's dive into 15 unsolved mysteries from the ocean that will shock you. Number 15. The HMS Deuss Sea Serpent. In 1848, the crew of the HMS Deuss witnessed something that left them totally unsettled. As they sailed through the vast Atlantic, they swore they saw a huge serpent swimming alongside their ship. Described as over 60 feet long, with a head resembling a dragon, the creature moved swiftly through the water, keeping pace with the ship for over 20 minutes. Naturally, the sailors assumed it was some kind of monster. What else could it be? Modern theories suggest they might have seen a sei whale or a giant oarfish. But let's be honest, these were seasoned sailors. They probably knew the difference between a whale and something that looked like it belonged in a mythological tale. And the story doesn't end there. The same creature was later spotted by the crew of the American brig Daphne, who even fired at it before it disappeared into the depths. Was it a whale, a serpent, or something else entirely? This mystery is still a mystery. Number 14. The Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle has a reputation for swallowing planes, cranes, and ships. It's one of the busiest travel routes in the world, but some of the incidents that have occurred here are just plain bizarre. Take the USS Cyclops, a Navy ship that vanished in 1918, along with its 309 crew members. Or the Ellen Austin, a ship that encountered an abandoned vessel in the Triangle, only for two different rescue crews to disappear while attempting to board it. While some stories have been explained by rough weather and magnetic anomalies, others remain shrouded in mystery. Scientists argue there's nothing supernatural about the Bermuda Triangle. It's just a tricky part of the ocean with unpredictable currents and storms. Well, it might be true, but that hasn't stopped people from speculating about alien abductions, sea monsters, and time warps. Whatever the truth, the Bermuda Triangle remains one of the most intriguing maritime enigmas. Number 13. The Gulf of Mexico's Cursed Shipwreck. When ExxonMobil discovered a shipwreck while laying a pipeline in the Gulf of Mexico, it should have been an exciting find. Instead, it became a tale of mishaps and failures, earning a reputation as cursed. The first exploration sub barely made it to the site before everything started breaking. Video monitors, sonar, hydraulics, you name it. The Navy sent in their own high-tech sub, but it didn't fare much better. Not only did its rover self-destruct, but when it finally reached the wreck, its robotic arms were too short to grab anything. It was as if the wreck didn't want to be disturbed. With every failed attempt to explore the site, the legend of the cursed shipwreck grew. Was it technical bad luck or something more mysterious? No one knows for sure, but the wreck remains largely unexplored, leaving its secrets buried beneath the waves, where they might be better off. Number 12. The Mariana Trench. The Mariana Trench is the deepest, darkest place on Earth, 35,176 feet below sea level at its lowest point, the Challenger Deep. Located in the western Pacific near Guam, it's deeper than Mount Everest is tall, and about as inhospitable as you can get. With crushing pressure, freezing temperatures, and complete darkness, you'd think life wouldn't stand a chance. Yet, bizarre creatures thrive here, like glowing jellyfish, giant amphipods, and snailfish that seem straight out of a science fiction novel. There's even a pool of molten sulfur, a sight you'd expect on another planet. Despite its extreme conditions, the trench has been explored by only 3 humans, including filmmaker James Cameron. Every visit has uncovered something new, but the Mariana Trench remains one of the least understood places on Earth. What else might be lurking in its depths? Only time, and a lot more daring exploration, We'll tell in maybe 2050. Number 11. Twilight Zone. While we know that 95% of the ocean remains unexplored, there's one particular layer that feels like nature's version of a mystery novel: the Twilight Zone. No, it's not the old TV show. This is the mesopelagic zone, nestled 656 to 3,280 feet below the surface, just under the cheerfully named Sunlight Zone. Here, sunlight vanishes entirely, leaving an eerie realm where more fish live than in all the other ocean zones combined. Crazy, right? Take the anglerfish, for example. It looks like something straight out of a scary movie, yet it thrives here alongside bioluminescent organisms that glow like underwater Christmas lights. And there are also the creepy jellyfish-like creatures that can grow up to 150 feet long, longer than a blue whale. Scientists even think there are 10 times more fish here than we ever imagined, which is both fascinating and mildly terrifying. The Twilight Zone proves just how much we still have to uncover about our oceans. Number 10. The Devil's Sea. The Devil's Sea, or as people call it, Dragon's Triangle, is a stretch of ocean in the western Pacific, located near Japan, the Bonin Islands, and Taiwan. Often compared to the Bermuda Triangle, it's infamous for mysterious disappearances of ships and planes, along with eerie tales of supernatural encounters. Unlike the Bermuda Triangle, the Devil's Sea is less talked about, but its legends are no less chilling. Stories range from ghostly sightings to ships vanishing without a trace. While such accounts add an air of mystery, many incidents can be attributed to natural hazards like treacherous ocean currents, volatile weather, and frequent seismic activity in the region. Although some of its intrigue can be explained scientifically, the Dragon's Triangle retains its status as a maritime enigma. For sailors and researchers alike, it represents both danger and curiosity, a place where myths and reality collide in the vast expanse of the Pacific. Number 9. The Underwater Pyramids of Yonaguni. Off the coast of Japan lies the enigmatic Yonaguni Monument, a submerged structure that has sparked debates among archaeologists and divers alike. Some believe these formations are remnants of ancient pyramids, crafted by lost civilizations, while others argue they are merely the result of natural geological processes. The Yonaguni Monument consists of large, flat rocks arranged in what appear to be terraces, steps, and right angles, features that are strikingly similar to man-made architecture. Skeptics, however, attribute this wonder to tectonic activity and erosion from powerful underwater currents, claiming these patterns could have formed naturally over time. Proponents of the ancient civilization theory argue that humans may have shaped or modified the formations, although evidence remains sparse. Whether the Yonaguni Monument is a testament to early engineering or an art of nature, it continues to capture imagination and fuel underwater exploration, leaving us to wonder what other secrets the deep might hold. Number 8. Underwater crop circles. On the ocean floor, intricate geometric patterns have baffled divers for years, until the culprit was revealed. Surprisingly, these so-called underwater crop circles aren't the work of aliens or supernatural forces, but humble male pufferfish. Yes, tiny fish with a knack for design. These underwater artists create elaborate circular patterns in the sand to impress potential mates. Using their fins, they carve out symmetrical ridges and valleys, often decorating the center with shells and bits of coral. The better the design, the higher their chances of finding a partner. Who knew romance could be so artistic? While these pufferfish patterns are awe-inspiring, not all underwater circles share the same romantic backstory. Some are formed by natural processes like sediment deposition, ocean currents, or geological activity. Still, the discovery of these tiny architects has shown us just how much creativity and mystery lies beneath the dark waves. Number 7. The Baltic Sea Anomaly. Discovered in 2011 by Swedish treasure hunters, the Baltic Sea Anomaly is a 60-meter-wide underwater structure that continues to spark heated debates. Found at the bottom of the Baltic Sea, this oval-shaped object resembles something straight out of science fiction. With grooves and edges that look almost mechanical, it's been nicknamed the underwater UFO. While some claim it's a crashed alien spacecraft or even an ancient human structure, skeptics lean toward it being a natural rock formation shaped by glacial movement. Its stone-like surface adds to the confusion, and sonar imaging only deepens the mystery. Adding fuel to the intrigue are reports of electrical equipment malfunctioning near the anomaly. Could this be evidence of something otherworldly? Or just another coincidence in the strange world of underwater exploration? Without further investigation, the Baltic Sea Anomaly remains a question mark on the ocean floor, feeding imaginations and inspiring theories that may never be confirmed. Now let's move to number 6, Colossal Squid. The colossal squid is the stuff of nightmares and proof that sea monster myths may not be entirely fiction. First identified in 1925, this elusive deep-sea giant is believed to grow up to 33 feet long and weigh a jaw-dropping 1,500 pounds. What makes it even more terrifying? Its limbs are equipped with swiveling, three-pointed hooks, making it not just massive, but also armed like a creature from the abyss. Living in the frigid depths of the Antarctic Ocean, at depths of up to 7,200 feet, the colossal squid is rarely encountered, and much of what we know comes from recovered beaks and rare specimens. These deep-sea titans are elusive, but their sheer size and unique anatomy fuel imaginations. Sure, scientists say they're not actively hunting ships or sailors, but when a creature this massive and armed exists, you can't help but think twice about the mysteries that still lurk in the deep. Number 5. The Ruins of Dwarka. The story of Dwarka blurs the lines between mythology and history. According to Hindu legend, the god Krishna founded this magnificent city, a utopia teeming with greenery, wildlife, and golden palaces. But Dwarka's glory was short-lived, as the sea swallowed it whole, turning it into a tale of lost paradise. For centuries, this story was dismissed as myth, but in the 1980s, underwater ruins were discovered off the coast of modern Dwarka, forcing skeptics to take a second look. The ruins consist of stone structures that could date back thousands of years, hinting at a civilization lost to the ocean. While some argue these formations are natural, ongoing research suggests they could very well be man-made. If true, this could confirm Dwarka as one of humanity's oldest cities, giving a historical foundation to its legendary origins. Dwarka's ruins may not hold golden palaces, but they've certainly brought its mythical past closer to reality. Number 4. The Bimin Road. The Bimin Road, found near North Bimini Island in the Bahamas, is a mystery that sparked endless debates. This half-mile-long underwater rock formation is made up of large, rectangular limestone blocks that seem almost too perfectly arranged to be natural. To some, it's the remnants of an ancient civilization, possibly even Atlantis. Carbon dating and geological studies suggest the Bimin Road is a natural formation, shaped by erosion and ocean currents. But the mystery deepens when you notice stones stacked on top of one another, as if laid by human hands. And it's not just one road, there are two other similar formations in the area, leading many to wonder if this really could be evidence of an ancient, forgotten world. While science leans toward natural explanations, the Bimin Road keeps its secrets close, leaving room for believers to speculate about its connection to lost civilizations and the legends of Atlantis. Number 3. Abandoned lifeboat at Bouvet Island. Bouvet Island, one of the most isolated places on Earth, is already eerie enough, a barren volcanic landmass surrounded by freezing waters. But in the 1960s, explorers discovered something straight out of a thriller. A partially sunken lifeboat sitting abandoned on the island. No footprints, no supplies, no signs of life, just the boat. A search of the area turned up nothing. Whoever had been aboard seemed to have vanished into thin air. Theories emerged, ranging from stranded sailors to Soviet scientists. While some believe the boat may have belonged to a Soviet expedition, this still doesn't explain who was aboard, how they got there, or why no other traces of them were ever found. The abandoned lifeboat remains one of the ocean's most haunting mysteries. Was it a tragic accident? A secret mission gone wrong? Whatever happened, it's a chilling reminder of how unforgiving and enigmatic the sea can be. Number 2. The SS Waratah. Dubbed Australia's Titanic, the SS Waratah disappeared in 1909, leaving behind one of maritime history's most perplexing mysteries. The 500-foot passenger liner, carrying 211 people, vanished without a trace while sailing from Durban to Cape Town. No debris, no wreckage, just silence. Some believe the ship was hit by a freak wave, while others speculate structural flaws caused it to sink. A grim clue came when bodies were reportedly seen near the mouth of the Mbashi River, but no official evidence linked them to the Waratah. Multiple expeditions have tried, and failed, to locate the wreck, including a search led by marine explorer Emlyn Brown, who called off his efforts in 2004. The Waratah's disappearance still baffles experts. Was it a natural disaster, human error, or something more sinister? Whatever the case, this ghost ship's story remains one of the ocean's most haunting unsolved puzzles. Number 1. 1968. Submarine Disappearances. The year 1968 was a bad one for submarines, with 4 from 3 different nations vanishing in unrelated incidents. Among them was the Israeli submarine INS Dakar, which disappeared in the Mediterranean while en route from Scotland to Israel. It wasn't until 1999 that its wreckage was found nearly 10,000 feet underwater, but its exact cause of sinking remains a mystery. France's La Minerve also vanished that year during a routine military exercise with 52 crew members. For decades, its fate was unknown until 2019, when underwater drones located its wreckage off the French coast. While some suspect rudder failure, the exact cause of its rapid sinking is still debated. These incidents, alongside the loss of American and Soviet submarines that same year, highlight the perils of deep-sea navigation. Despite advances in technology, the mysteries surrounding these tragedies remind us how little we truly know about the ocean's depths. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.